Our project is on the correlation between food supply and income of countries throughout the world. The size of the circle indicates the size of the population per country. For example, China has one of the largest circles because they have one of the largest populations. The United States is another large circle because of their population. There's a positive trend between food supply and income that the more income in a country, the more food supply there will be. Some of the outliers in 1961 include Saudi Arabia with a above average income yet a very low supply of food. Afghanistan has a very high supply of food but a very low income.
Food security is a condition related to the availability of food and individuals' accessibility and affordability to it. There is evidence of being in use over 10,000 years ago, with central authorities in civilizations like ancient China and ancient Egypt being known to release food from storage in times of famine. At the 1974 World Food Conference, the term food security was defined with an emphasis on supply. Food security, they said, is the availability at all times of adequate, nourishing, diverse, balanced, and moderate world food supplies of basic foodstuffs to sustain a steady expansion of food consumption and to offset fluctuations in production and prices.
The positive correlation between food supply and income continues up until 1989. The United States has trended upward, having a very high income and a very high food supply. India is right on average with other countries having a very average food supply and a slightly below average income. Mozambique has a very low income and a very low food supply. Turkey is an outlier, having a very average income but a very, very high food supply. The positive correlation is still visible. However, most of the circles have traveled upward and to the right as the average income per family has gone up throughout the years.
Food security can be measured by calorie intake per person per day, available on a household budget. In general, the objective of food security indicators and measures is to capture some or all of the main components of food security in terms of food availability, access, and utilization or adequacy. While availability and utilization seemed much easier to estimate, thus more popular, access remains largely elusive. The factors influencing household food access are often context specific.
The positive correlation between food supply and income still remains throughout 2013. Almost all of the circles have trended upward and to the right as the countries have a higher average of income. China is right in the middle with a above average food supply and an above average income. The United States has a very high food supply with a very high income. Egypt has a very average income with a very high food supply, so they are an outlier. My name is Jamie Satterfield.
My name is Tim Hanratty.
And thank you for watching.